Hi, Terry Candy here with another GoGo glue gun film. Today we're going to make one of these really funny snakes. And kids love to make these. They fill them with rice just like we did the Valentine's snowman. The trick to it is picking the right fabric because your fabric has to stretch only one direction. You don't want to be filling the snake and having it getting fatter and fatter. You want it to stretch longwise. So when you cut your fabric, and you need fabric that's about 1 yard long and 5 inches wide. You don't want it to give this way at all. You want it to only stretch the long way, the length of the snake. Now again, you also want to pick fabric that I use in almost all my crafts that doesn't fray on the edges. And that a good choice for that is fleece. That's what this is, and you can get this in all colors and pattern. Okay, the way we make this snake is to take this long piece of fabric and glue it into a tubular form. Okay, so get your glue gun warmed up and ready to go. And the way you're going to make the tubular body is you're going to take your long piece of snake fabric. You're going to fold this to the middle. And you're going to fold this piece over like that. And you're going to glue down along here. Be very careful you don't get any glue into this fabric in the middle because that will close up the inside of the snake. So you're going to fold that over and you're going to run a nice fat bead of glue down here like this. And you don't want any missed areas because that's where you'll have holes and the rice will come out. So you got a nice fat piece, nice fat thing of glue, and you're going to glue that down like that. Of course, you always have to hold it for a little while. Now, if you've got younger kids, you might glue these bodies ahead of time so that the younger children don't have to be involved in the gluing because it is a little tricky with hot glue and young kids. And I usually recommend the fabric tack. But this particular item needs a really fat, thick amount of glue to really hold tight, so I would not recommend trying to do this with the fabric tack. So your older kids could do it, but your younger kids, you might want to glue the bodies ahead of time, and then they'll just be filling them with the rice and helping finish up. And this is a great craft for birthday parties or sleepovers or any kind of activities with kids. So you see we're making a nice little tube, and we're going to fill that up with rice. Okay, we've glued the whole length of the snake all the way from one end to the other. And to make the head is, you're going to take your glue and you're going to go in here and you're going to close the edge up, make a nice little fat bead of glue inside, about a ½ inch inside, and then you're going to hold it and press that and let that dry. Doesn't take long with the hot glue. And now you're going to fold it in, maybe a ½ inch, and then you're going to fold it in thirds. 1/3 over and another 1/3 over. So put some glue there and fold that over and hold it. More glue here and fold it over and hold it tight. Now you try not to get any glues on your finger, but you know it happens sometimes, and if it does, you just hang in there for a second because you know it doesn't stay hot for long. So that makes your nice pointy little snake head. When you turn it over, this is actually the top, and you see how it comes down to a little bit of a pointy head. Okay, get yourself a nice big container and dump in your rice if you're making a whole bunch of snakes with a group. Of course, if you're just doing it at home by yourself, you don't have to get this carried away. You can do it in over maybe a bucket. But this is how I do it with the kids because I'm usually doing a big group. So, you've got them all glued together, and here's the little head all glued together. So you're going to start at the tail, which is still open, and you're going to use your funnels and put your funnel in and hold that nice and tight. And the kids can, what's great with kids, you can have one hold the funnel and hold it tight while the other one's filling, and they work as a team and they have a good time. So you put your rice in and you shake, 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 and you shake, shake, shake till you get his whole body all full. Okay, when you've got him full, about maybe the last, say, 3-4 inches is empty, start giving him some good shakes, because the fabric's going to give and stretch, and you don't want to have him all done and then he's sort of only half full. So, okay, the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to finish up the tail and then the head. Remember you took your little egg, and it's full of, I put some dry rice, or you could put some beads or anything that'll make that little noise, okay? So you've got your rice in there, and you're going to put your egg down in there, and it'll lay flat up against the end of the rice. And then we use these little stretchy ponytail holders, and you can put them around. Now you always want to make sure that this is going to be really secure and not open up on the kid later while they're playing with it. So I'm going to cut about half of that off. And then open that up a little bit. And then we're going to put some glue right in there. Nice little blob. Like that. And then wrap it back up and hold that and let it dry. And then take another ponytail holder and go around it again. And you can even put glue under the ponytail holder if you want, which I've done before. You have to be very careful with your hands that you don't get it on your skin. And when you go around, you can actually lay the ponytail holder down into that. Okay, so we glued this side. You could even come back here and put a little glue. Ouch! See, I got on my finger there. You just got to be careful. And then roll it up a little bit, and that just keeps the kids from, you know, when they're playing with them and slinging them around, you're not going to have the tail come flying open. If you want to, you could trim off a little bit of this end of the tail, but you don't want to go so short that your ponytail stretchies are going to start sliding off even though you glued them. So that's about as short as you want to go. So that's how the rattle tail's done. Let me show you next how to make the head. So you're going to take and get a piece of felt, and I happen to have this sparkly felt, which is really nice because it'll add a little extra to the tongue. And you're going to cut a little strip, and then of course the snake has a little forked tongue. So we're going to cut a little forked tongue, and we're just going to glue that to the bottom so it sticks out from the mouth like that. Now the eyes are just the silly googles put on the balls. So I'm going to glue the eyes on here, then glue the balls on, and then okay, so I glued them on. You want to make sure that you put a little glue in between them and then push them together. That way your eyes aren't kind of drooping off the sides of the body. Get yourself a piece of your boa, maybe 4 or 5 inches. Run some glue all around the back of the neck, and just glue this back behind the eyes so it makes Mr. Silly Snig. Woo! Okay, so that's it. It's got his rattlesnake tail, crazy funny eyes and tongue, and the kids have a lot of fun with these, and it's easy to make, and it's made all with a glue gun, and have fun making them. And I'll see you next time. Bye from GoGo Glue Gun Films.